Greetings, fellow denizens of the digital world. It is I, the Serial Killer. I'm here to talk to you about a little obsession of mine. Well, I'd like to think it was a calling, but it's not because I'm not actually doing it. An aspiration, a dream, something I enjoy. It's my relaxation, aside from driving for hours and hours and hours and wasting tons of fuel in these dark days of high gas prices. My cheaper obsession, especially if I get it from the $5 bin, is movies and watching them, yes. Now, I mention the $5 bin because the movies I tend to love the most are of the cheapest varieties. Genres that are populated by films where either they're just plain bad B-movies, or, much more to my amusement, by big-budget films with decent stars where they tried their damnedest and just couldn't make it work. These genres are, well, more recently, zombie movies, the good old-fashioned kung fu kick, bang, bang movie, the post-apocalyptic Mad Max style of movie, especially with the let's scrape by, the really seemingly bright but really not future, and more pertinent to today, the comic book movie. Now, I love all kinds of comic book movies, from Tank Girl to Constantine to the more big-budget ones lately, like Spider-Man 3, which is coming out today. Now, I should be at that movie right now, but I'm not, and there's a reason for that. I don't want to have to deal with the crowds. I used to love it. I used to love going to a movie on opening night, but I don't want to deal with the crowds today. I just don't feel like it. I don't need the hassle. I mean, there's nothing worse than getting stuck next to a young kid. I saw Phantom Menace. Yes, I saw Phantom Menace. I saw Phantom Menace in the theater with a row of little kids in front of me, cheering at every goofy little thing that happened, and it was annoying. And worse yet, I saw House of Wax. Yes, House of Wax, with four girls sitting next to me who were obviously not old enough to be in the movie in the first place, and yeah, at the very first cliched, obvious, not something scary happening, but a pop, something that makes you want to jump, but you know it's going to be there, so why the hell would you jump? The little girl sitting on her friend's lap next to me jumps up and lets out the most ear-piercing, wailing scream. Ugh. People, put your kids on a leash. Seriously? Until they're like 18, and even then, until they prove they're, not completely stupid, put them on a leash. Get one of those invisible dog fences, and put a collar on them so that they get shocked whenever they, try to leave the house. Yeah. Worse yet, even then, she got so scared she left after I had moved seats and was standing at the door the whole time, chattering and nannering away while her friends were trying to convince her to get back into the movie. And I pretty much had to yell down the aisle, shut the hell up and just leave, which made me look like the ass. Yeah, I'm the asshole. Great. But back to Spider-Man 3. There's another reason I'm not going to see it. Trailers have made movies too damn predictable these days. I mean, seriously. They show everything that you really need to know to have not bothered seeing the movie. Now, of course, it's a comic book movie, and despite never having owned any amount of comic books of consequence, I've been a fan for a long while, and I know the Spider-Man story. So I can tell you right now, I'm going to do my preview without ever having seen the movie. And yes, this may include spoilers because, come on, it's logic, folks. Peter Parker's living high. He's about to propose to Mary Jane. He's deeply in love when along comes the hokey replacement for Uncle Ben's killer. The guy that apparently really did it, despite the fact that the guy that he killed in the first movie said he did it. And we're just supposed to believe that Sandman did it. But that's because they want to show off their fancy little poof! Look at my arm, it exploded into a bunch of sand graphics. Give them that. I mean, come on. it worked to sustain The Matrix past its one really good movie. Fancy graphics can, in some instances, sell a movie. But let's move on. Okay, Battle with the Sandman. I'm going to say he doesn't take him out right away. Right? Yeah, because along comes Harry. There's something about Harry. Oh yeah, he's insane. He's hearing his dad's voice. It's going through his brain. Anyway, Harry fights him. Maybe he takes out Sandman beforehand. Maybe just after the conflict where he hurts Harry. I'm going to say he hurts Harry first, and he doesn't mean it. No, backtrack. He takes out Sandman. Goopy Suit comes along from, that really buff-looking astronaut in the first movie? That's right, he brings it with him. He'll probably cameo. He's not important, really. Dark-suited Spider-Man has a conflict with, Hobgoblin, as he should be, but he'll probably be called the Green Goblin again, or it'll probably just be Harry. Fights him. Hurts him. But doesn't really feel remorse. No, because he lost the ring that, Aunt May gave him. Right? Doesn't really feel remorse. So he gets his groove on. I mean, he's enjoying the hell out of being Black Spider-Man. Wait. Is it PC to say Black Spider-Man? I mean, shouldn't it be color-challenged Spider-Man? But whatever. I'm going a little overboard maybe on that one. But anyway, he gets his Black Spider-Man on, and then, of course, that's going to bring in the amazingly appropriate Topher Grayson into things. And wow, Topher, you have managed to pull the wool over Hollywood's eyes, and I don't know how or why, but can I have some of what you've been slipping in their drinks? Yeah. And there's gonna be some trouble with them all along, and Peter's gonna feel that he's annoyed that, he's possibly getting replaced at work by the new guy. And he's going to get jealous, and he's going to do something to him. And then all of a sudden, he's going to figure, whoa, I'm a little too bad. And he's going to figure out how to get rid of the suit. And then, oh yeah, it's going to end off with a nice shot of, I'm Venom. Something stupid like that. Yeah, I know enough from the trailer alone, and from my basic strung together crazy little Wikipedia knowledge. Okay, not Wikipedia. I've had knowledge of it a little bit longer than that. But my crazy little wiki knowledge of Spider-Man, that I could pretty much not have to see the movie, and I'll wait. Maybe you should too. I mean, make Hollywood pay for fucking giving everything away in the trailer. That's just my opinion, though. Tell me what's yours. As usual, questions, comments, concerns, and death threats can be addressed to theserialkiller@hotmail.com.